Just another beautiful day in Colorado. Today we're going to be ice fishing Antero. I'm going to be fishing with a predator rig, and I'm also going to have my second rod set up with a tungsten jig tipped with a mealworm. During winter, fish become less active due to colder water temperatures, which slow their metabolism. As a result, fish are more selective about the energy they expend in search of food. A tipped jig, which combines the visual appeal of a lure with the scent or flavor of live bait, is highly effective in these conditions. The jig's movement attracts attention, while the bait provides a natural scent and taste, convincing fish to strike. A tipped jig is an incredibly versatile tool that can be customized to target a variety of fish species, including perch, crappie, walleye, and trout. By adjusting the size, color, or type of bait used on the jig, anglers can adopt the preferences of specific fish in different lakes or depths. This flexibility makes tipped jigs indispensable for anglers who aim to maximize their chances of success. The ability to mimic natural prey is critical when ice fishing, and tip jigs excel in this regard. The combination of a carefully designed jig and the addition of live bait, such as minnows, waxworms, or mealworms, creates a presentation that fish find irresistible. By gently jigging the lure, anglers can simulate the movements of struggling or injured prey, triggering the predatory instincts of nearby fish. From my own personal experience, minnows don't live very long in cold water. I would instead try to use water dogs. Tipped jigs are user friendly and accessible to anglers of all experience levels. Whether you're a seasoned pro or a beginner, using a tipped jig is straightforward. The technique involves simply jigging motions, which can be easily learned and adjusted to match the behavior of the fish. This simplicity makes tipped jigs an excellent choice for anyone looking to enjoy a successful day on the ice. Compared to other ice fishing tools, tipped jigs are affordable and durable. A small assortment of jigs and bait can cover various fishing scenarios without breaking the bank. Their effectiveness and reliability makes them a staple in any angler's tackle box. So we're almost on the lake. Once we get on the lake, I'm going to check the depth, but I already know the depth. It's about a foot, so we should be good. As a rule of thumb, you want at least 4 inches of clear, solid ice before you start walking. If you're bringing a snowmobile or ATV, you'll need even more, around 5 to 7 inches. And if you're thinking of driving a car or truck on the ice, you better wait until there's a good 12 to 15 inches. Always remember, slushy or white ice is weaker than clear, blue ice. When in doubt, check with the local bait shop or fishing report before heading out. One thing every ice angler should carry is an ice chisel or spud bar. It's perfect for testing the ice ahead of time. Give the ice a good jab. If it cracks easily, don't even think about stepping forward. Another must-have, ice picks or claws. If you happen to fall in, these handy tools can help you claw your way back onto the ice. Also, don't forget to bring a rope. A buddy can throw it to you if you're in trouble, or you can save someone else if they fall in. Safety gear like a floating ice fishing suit or a life vest is a great idea too, especially early or late in the season when the ice might not be as solid. Here's the predator rig. It's just 2 cables with 2 treble hooks and a hot dog. If you plan on ice fishing for large predators like pike or muskie, then water dogs would be a really good investment. Ice fishing is way more fun with other people, and it's a lot safer too. If something happens, like falling in or getting stuck, having someone there to help can make all the difference. If you're fishing solo, make sure someone knows where you're going and when you'll be back. The ice isn't always predictable. Watch out for areas with flowing water like near river mouths, springs, or inlets. These spots tend to have thinner ice. Snow-covered ice can also be sneaky because it hides weak spots. Be extra cautious after a thaw, as melting can create slushy areas that won't hold your weight. Cracks and popping sounds, they don't always mean the ice is unsafe, but they're a good reason to tread carefully, and if the ice starts to sag or water pools on the surface, it's time to get off. The history of Antero Reservoir starts with water. Like much of the West, Colorado's been dealing with water management challenges for over a century. Antero Reservoir was originally built in the early 1900s and around 1909 by the Denver Water Board to store water for the city of Denver. They needed a reliable water source, and Antero, located in the South Platte River Basin, fit the bill. Its name, by the way, comes from the Spanish word anterior, meaning first or previous. It makes sense considering it was one of the first reservoirs built in the area. Antero hasn't had a smooth ride over the years because it's shallow, averaging only about 16 feet deep. Evaporation and drought have been constant challenges. The reservoir has been drained and refilled multiple times, with major drainings in the 1980s, 2002, and more recently in 2015. Each time it's drained, the fish population takes a hit and it takes years to recover. Despite this, Antero remains one of Colorado's most popular fishing spots, which says a lot about its resilience. If you talk to anyone who's fished at Antero, they'll tell you it's a special place. The reservoir is known for producing some monster trout, including rainbows, browns, and cutthroats, a rainbow cutthroat hybrid. Thanks to the nutrient rich waters, fish grow fast here, making it a dream destination for anglers looking to reel in a trophy catch. Even during the winter months, the ice fishing scene is buzzing, with anglers braving the cold for a shot at some seriously big fish. Antero's shallow depth and fluctuating water levels make it an ecological challenge. Over the years, Denver Water has worked to improve the reservoir's health and balance its use for both recreation and water supply. They've implemented measures to protect the fish population, improve water quality, and manage the invasive weeds that can take over the shoreline. It's a balancing act, but these efforts have kept Antero thriving as both a recreational and functional reservoir. We did actually get a bite on one of our rods, but the fish ended up pulling it underwater. But we'll be back next time.